Hello boys and girls, welcome to my channel, I'm For Classic and welcome to Project Cars 2, developed by Slightly Mad Studios, and they are using their Madness engine. So let's start with the settings. I'm running the game at 1080p, high settings, no MSAA, only post-processing anti-aliasing called SMAA Ultra. What I want to show you here is the performance that you can expect from a stress test and a regular track, because Project Cars 2 have a great difference in performance between tracks. But first, the requirements. This game requires an i7 6700K, 16 gigs of RAM and a GTX 1080. This is something that we don't really have. I mean, the GTX 1650 Super, it is actually slower than the GTX 1080, but with the high settings on, for example, let's pretend a regular race, what I got was an insane average of 113 frames per second with a 1% low of 91 frames. Even maxing out the game with ultra settings plus MSAA, I was having an experience above 60 frames per second. Although, when changing to a stress test race, which includes a lot of the cars on screen, starting on the last position, raining, but not raining so much to the point that it's still sun casting shadows, playing with the maximum settings, it is really bad, and so the high settings, it is the only setting that did provide me an experience above 60 frames per second during that stress test. But one thing you should be warned is that this stress test that you are seeing over here, which is exactly this track and this replay that I did use to benchmark, it doesn't really happen throughout the career mode. What I mean is, you can complete the entire game in the career mode that you will never find a race as demanding as this one. So this is pretty much the worst case scenario. That is why I call it the stress test, because it can't get more demanding than this. This is the absolutely maximum you can push from this game. Alright, so which means that all the other tracks that you are going to play online or on single player on the career mode will run much better than this, and thus will run eventually even more stable than what I get in here with the high settings. So which means that during the regular races, probably you can even raise some of the settings, because I believe you will be okay. But in case you want to have overhead to not exist a single drop, the high settings, it is definitely one of the settings that you should go, since the frame rate will be insanely good. A little bit more forward into the video, I will show you what's the performance on a regular race with the high settings, and you will see that I was having, I mean, more than 19 frames per second, sometimes 100, sometimes 110, so it's very stable with the high settings. And that's why I say that at some point I believe that you can raise some of the settings to ultra if you want. But I believe that the game at the high settings looks pretty good. The only downside, it is really the anti-aliasing. I believe that the SMAA, it is not really doing a great job in this game. If this game had TAA, I'm pretty sure it would be better. But you can try to mess around a little bit with MSAA, but MSAA, it is a little bit demanding, as you can expect. So with this, I'm going to leave you with a little bit more of gameplay of this stress test race and the regular race. So hope you keep enjoying the rest of the video, and I do hope to see you soon. Goodbye.